Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right. Um, well, I said I was gonna do a continuance on this debacle with Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, and August Alsina. At the end of the day, whether people making jokes, whether it's 50 Cent showing how childish he is, and 50 Cent at the end of the day, he just an old nigga, and that's a shame that this dude is 45 years old, still playing these kind of games and shit. But nevertheless, let me get to Jada Pinkett. And first of all, I want to make it clear that this isn't no gender shit. This isn't no coming down on the sisters, because I know every once in a while you're going to get some feminist that's going to come here and try to make this a battle of the sexes, and it's not no battle of the sexes. So if you somebody just stumbling across this video, watch all my videos before you form a feminist slash misogynistic opinion about my channel. Basically, what I'm saying is go fuck yourself. One thing about me, you know what I'm saying? This is just real talk. My channel is very co-ed. It's been that way ever since I started it in 2015. So do not bring that bullshit on my channel. With that being said, at the end of the day, um, Jada Pinkett just comes across. I will say Jada Pinkett because she may be Jada Pinkett again, depending on what happens. I'm really trying to look at this from all perspectives because this is just really complex as hell. But when you look at Jada Pinkett and the hypocrisy of her, now just keep in mind, this is the same Jada Pinkett Smith who had Snoop Dogg on her show, The Red Table, apologizing, talking about, when I heard you refer to Gail, I saw myself, I saw my mother, which was just, Jada went out for that. Because if we all know Jada Pinkett's history, and I never wanted to bring this up, but I remember when she first got with Will Smith, I'll just say a few years after they was married, she said she thought Will Smith was corny. She thought he was soft. She thought his raps was corny. She said she was into hardcore gangster rap. Okay. Okay, so you should already know what she talking about. And we already know the lyrics that would quote unquote be in hardcore gangster rap. So how in the hell could she have a problem with Snoop Dogg and his lyrics, and she already know what Snoop Dogg is known for? Snoop Dogg been basically rapping about gangster rap and crippin' and all that stuff since he came out. Now, Snoop Dogg has went other directions. He's done a reggae album. He's done a gospel album. He's done some other stuff. So Snoop Dogg has tried to show his versatility over the years, but we already know what Snoop Dogg is known for. What he say at the end of Gin and Juice, biatch. And as you guys know, Snoop Dogg is a big Too Short fan. So I just was listening to that interview after like 2 or 3 minutes. I had to turn it off because the hypocrisy that was going on with Jada Pinkett was just mind-boggling to hear that hypocrisy coming out of her mouth. And it's a shame that people didn't call her out on that. A lot of women should have called her out on that. But if a man does it, then they turn this into a gender thing, a sexist thing, beside, oh, you're just only picking on her because she's a woman. But it's kind of funny, if Will Smith had did to her what she did to him, people would be calling Will Smith a dog. They would be calling him a piece of shit. Keep in mind, don't you remember what happened to Tiger Woods? But at the end of the day, this isn't about just shitting on Jada Pinkett. But at the end of the day, she do need to be called out for her hypocrisy. Jada Pinkett is the same one that was trying to give relationship advice to people like Aisha Curry and her and Gabrielle Union, to all people. I swear to God, I think Gabrielle Union is you know is not of this planet, because what's going on with Dwayne Wade and his son is just mind-boggling. I mean, Dwayne Wade is just going far he is going far left, and you just like, wow. He wearing skirts and shit and lip gloss and all that type of shit. And you just like, oh my God. You just like, what the hell? But when you think about Jada Smith, Jada Pinkett, you just like, wow. She got some nerve. She's sitting up here trying to lecture people about their behavior and all this kind of stuff, and come to find out that she had an affair with a dude that's old enough to be her son, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I'm not saying Will Smith is the same in this situation, but at the end of the day, Will Smith is the primarily the breadwinner. Will Smith is worth an estimated well over $300 million. So Will Smith is pretty damn rich, So, like I said, I'm not, you look, I've done videos about Will and Jada Pinkett. You've heard things. Now, we don't know how true they are, but we've heard things. Come on, y'all, we've heard things. And now, based off this latest little situation, it seemed like might be some validity to it, to what we'd heard. Now, I don't think they're ever gonna admit something like that, but yeah, this is, it's just not a good look for Jada. One thing about town business, I've told you guys, I've made mistakes. I'm not a perfect person. Don't try to be. You're not ever going to hear me say I'm better than somebody, and I don't do, you know what I'm saying? And I know everything. I don't know everything. Never said I did. But I know some things. I know of some things, and I'm trying to learn things and then feed that information to y'all. So I think why a lot of people are angered at Jada Pinkett, because, like I said, she tried to come across as Mrs. Goody Two Shoes. But, she stepped out on Will Smith. Now, I will say this much. If you want to do the flip side thing, I know people is making fun of Will Smith and calling him a simp and all that kind of stuff. But on the flip side, well, what do you say to the sisters, that's, stuck by their man's side when something happened to him? You know what I'm saying? Look at Camille. She didn't jump ship. A few other people, they didn't, they didn't jump ship. Bobby Brown had a had a baby on Whitney Houston. Snoop Dogg allegedly fathered a child on his wife. So did his wife jump ship? They call them ride or die. So if Will Smith decides to stay, so that's where kind of like the hypocrisy come from on the flip side. I don't think Will Smith should leave. You know what I'm saying? He got over 20 years invested in that marriage. So, I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just trying to give everybody some food for thought, because like I said before, why is he a simp if he decide to stay and give her another chance and they try to fix this? Now, keep in mind, I want to go down memory lane. I'm a big fan of Bob Marley. Bob Marley stepped out on his wife a couple of times. And, his wife, she got tired of it. Well, guess what? She did it back to him. And she got pregnant by somebody else. But Bob Marley raised one of those kids as his own. What could he say? He was always doing it to her. So that's what I'm just trying to get y'all to understand. This is like more complex than what people think. Sometimes, when it's children, when it's a shitload of money involved, it ain't as easy to walk away as y'all think it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, this is real talk. My ex-wife, she stepped out on me. I knew she was doing it. Do that make me any less of a man? That don't make me no sucker. She just wasn't cool. And I didn't have to do it back to her. At the end of the day, I divorced her ass. And it wasn't just the cheating part. It was just, we wasn't good for each other. Something had to give. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of them situations where it couldn't be worked out. And luckily for us, there was no children involved. So that's all I'm trying to get y'all to understand. I just wanted to get my perspective on Jada Pinkett. So thank you for listening to this video. I'm going to talk about August Alsina in the next video. Then I'll get to Will Smith. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.